coach. With us, we have Allister Coetzee, former Springbok rugby coach, and you've just been appointed or announced as the new Namibia rugby coach. Welcome to the show, Allister, and firstly, tell us about your appointment.
Yeah, thanks, Helge. It's really a great honor and a privilege to be able to, assist and help out at the international level again. Look, I am currently also involved in Italy with the club Rovigo. I had a meeting with World Rugby and the Namibian Rugby Union, obviously. I did some interviews with them. And after that, yes, they appointed me in this consulting role. So it is fair to say that, Namibian job is not a full-time job. I will definitely, come in and in the windows that I need to be there, and then do that role as a consulting as the head coach. So it's really a privilege and an honor, Helge, to be part of this. I have been closely in the past involved with Namibia, playing in the then Saru days against Nandru. And it was great to meet guys like Corey Mensah and Walter Don again. This is a big job, and I think the most important thing is to make sure Namibia qualifies for Rugby World Cup 2023.
Great. And if one looks at your coaching CV, you've got a very impressive CV, having coached the Springboks, the Stormers, and in Japan as well. So what made you decide to join Namibia then as coach, or as consultant, as you say?
Yes, Helge, I think it's important, why I do this job. Obviously, I've been teaching for 23 years before this, and from teaching, I obviously did some coaching as well. And teaching is coaching, working with people and also with athletes, because I was a phys ed teacher, fortunately, I was also a rugby player and playing at provincial level. And I think I made my first debut for the junior Springboks against Namibia in 1992. So as a former player and a teacher, it was easy to make the transition into coaching. And it has always been about making a difference in children's lives, making a difference in athletes and rugby players' lives. So, and add value to that process. And I think that is where the passion comes in for coaching.
Right. Now, your first assignment is you're flying to the Ivory Coast for the Pool A Africa Cup against Ivory Coast and Madagascar. Now, then you will join up with your assistant coaches, Chrysander Botha and Robbie Dixon, and go into camp there. So have you met them before? Have you met any of Namibia's players? And what do you know of Namibian rugby, actually?
Yeah, obviously, because of the pandemic, it has been tough to organize and to play and to get going with a rugby program, as we all know. So unfortunately, I haven't met anyone from the union, from the Namibian Rugby Union this year. But during the World Cup in 2019, I was in Japan. So I've met some of the management there. Then the coach was still Phil Davis. And obviously, I'm looking forward to catch up with the guys in Abidjan. And but I have spoken to Robbie Dixon and I have spoken to Irvin, the manager. So yes, we're looking forward to this tough excursion, having to go into camp and playing that week, But I've got no doubt after the chat I had to the coach, to Robbie Dixon, that the preparation have gone well. Obviously, there are a few things that we need to fine tune when we get there. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think playing away from home is never easy. So you got to be mindful of the conditions, and the easier and the quicker we adapt, the better for us. So I'm really excited to see, to have a look at the players and the player group.
Great. And then, Allister, if I may ask you, you had quite a stormy ride as Springboks coach. You had to cop a lot of criticism. So how did you find the experience? Do you think it strengthened you as a person and a coach? And do you have any regrets?
No regrets, and whatever I do in life, I suppose sometimes it doesn't go your way or the way you thought it would go. But adversity has just made people stronger, and still making people stronger than what you think. Or, you know, the ideal thing is never in a straight line. So you learn from it, and as long as you learn from that process, then you're not a loser. You're always a winner. You either win or you learn, and that has been my philosophy. I think it's been tough for a lot of reasons, which I won't go into now, but it was a great honor and privilege to have done, especially in 2016, where it was such a tough year just after the Rugby World Cup in 15, and there's a lot of transition happening after that. But 2017, obviously, you know, we really have done well, I think. Could have been the 60% except the 2 draws, especially with the 2 draws, the one against Australia here and away. But it was over 50-odd%, which was a sign that we've gone into the right direction. We lost the last test against New Zealand by 1 point, so there were quite positive signs. And but you know, besides results, and I know we're in a situation or in a job where results matter, and I can tell you that there's always a process where you've got to start, and the process and a time where you will reap the rewards, you know. So with this team also, our objective definitely is to qualify first. And, you know, it has given me, my previous coaching stints have given me tremendous experience, and I've learned a lot from it. So yeah, to answer your question, learned a lot from it, yes.